know if you want the rain just like.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we've been working with the elements through our practices, and today it's kind of ironic because it's raining there and here today, but we're going to be doing fire element today. So adding a little bit of warmth, but we hear fire element and often we think like, oh my God, this is like going to be crazy, sweaty, so intense. You get to decide the state of your fire. If it's a slow burn, if it's a smolder, if it's a freaking raging bonfire, you get to decide. So just know that as we move through the practice, we are tapping into the themes of fire. And at its core, fire is a transformer, an alchemizer. So maybe think about it with that underpinning and foundation as we move through today. So we'll go ahead and get started with a breathwork practice. And this is actually borrowed from Kundalini yoga. And this is a Kriya, or a wave of movement. And so to do this, we're going to use a breathwork that's called breath of fire. And this is like a snapping, panting breath, and it comes from the abdomen. And so when you do this, it's all through the nose, and it looks like this. So you're like forceful, smooth outbursts, quick of air out the nose. And focus on your exhale. The inhale will come naturally. Your body will take in that air, but focus on that snapping exhale, and almost like it's a little ab exercise when you feel that exhale, that snap of the out breath. We're also going to do something with our arms. And this is a mudra that we'll take. So we'll curl our fingers in like this, and our thumbs will be up, and we're going to straighten our arms straight up to the sky. And this Kriya is called ego eradicator. So what it does is it helps us to purify, alchemize all the clouding, the disillusion that we have that keeps us from seeing our truth. So we're going to do it short. It's only 1 minute. Stick with it even when your mind says, okay, I'm done. All right, here we go. Arms up, thumbs up. Close your eyes, draw your belly button up and in. With your eyes closed, direct your gaze up to the space between your eyebrows and just feel this shape in your body. Now draw your awareness down to your abdomen. We're going to begin with the breaths out the nose, in the nose. Here we go, just 1 minute, snapping breath. Out the nose, in through the nose. You might feel a burn, a warmth in through the spine, in through the abdomen. Keep going. Breath of fire. Think of like you're stoking that internal fire to burn away anything that's not true, anything that's clouding you from your truth. Good. Keep going. We're almost there. You got this. Almost there, almost there. Now on your next inhale breath, take a deep breath in. Join your thumbs together over your head. Extend your fingers up and out, but keep your thumbs touching. Now take a big breath in from the bottom base of your spine all the way up through your abdomen, through your chest, up through the crown of your head, and hold your breath. Keep holding. Keep drawing up, belly button to spine, up and in, up and in, up and in, and exhale, release the hands down, open mouth, sigh, release it all, and just observe. Let the shoulders drop, let the body settle. Notice what stirred up when we start to get closer to that fire. It helps us to reveal things to us. Allow yourself to just watch. And now with the eyes gently closed, or a soft low gaze for a drishti, we'll start to move into our Ujjayi pranayama. So this is our yogic breath, breathing in through the nose, through both nostrils, 2 distinct streams of breath in. And exhale out through the nose, sealing the lips, slight constriction through the back of the throat, breathing out through the nose. Again, 2 distinct streams of breath. In through the nose, both nostrils, up and in, filling up all the way. Constrict to the back of the throat. Feel the texture as you drag the breath across the throat and out the nose. The challenge here, or the invitation rather, is that the exhale breath is longer than the inhale. This helps to send the message to our body subcortically, meaning from the bottom up, that we're safe, we're supported. The body can move towards rest, digest, the parasympathetic nervous system, and away from rigidity, away from blocking, from bracing. Now, as we find this breath, let's start to stir our hips in a circle. So begin to move in whatever direction feels best to you. You can begin at the base and let the movement travel up to the ribs, the shoulders, the head and neck. Once you get to center, pause, take an inhale breath, sit really tall, pull your belly button to the spine. And now exhale, just switch, move in the opposite direction. Starting to pair your movement to your breath. Pause at center, sit up really nice and tall again. And now we're going to find Baddha Konasana. So just bring the soles of your feet together. You will need some space laterally for this, for what's coming next. So if you have things sitting along the side of your mat, you might want to adjust them. But the first thing that we're going to do here is just take a little bit of movement with the knees. So with the hands around your ankles or around your feet, start to go up and down with your knees. On an inhale breath, extend your left leg out long and bring your right sole of the foot into your inner left thigh. As you do that, reach your arms straight up overhead. And now as you exhale, twist to your right. Place your left hand on your right knee, your right hand behind you. Gaze past your back shoulder. Now inhale, look at that right hand that's behind your hip and start to crawl that right hand out at a 45-degree angle out away from your hip. Moving into stargazer. Press into your hips. Reach up and back. You'll roll onto your right shin. Yes, that's it. And then go ahead, come on down. Stretch both arms up overhead. Exhale, fold down over your left leg. Take an inhale breath, arms go up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stargazer, hips high, up and back. Exhale, hips ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold out and over your extended leg. Good. Hold here for 3 breaths. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. We'll take 3 more passes, a little more vigorously. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stargazer. Exhale, hips down. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, walk the right fingers out. Exhale, stargazer. Hips down, arms up, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, walk the fingertips out. Exhale, stargazer. Inhale, hips down, arms up. Exhale, fold down and hold. Hold here and breathe, stretching out the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. This time, lift your arms up overhead and place them behind you. Bring both feet out in front, about hip width apart, and your fingers are facing forward. Press into your feet, lift your hips up, and then bring your butt down. Lift your hips up, bring your butt down. Okay, now we're going to continue to do this for 1 minute, and I'm going to give you an option if you want to use your blocks and use more core. So for this, blocks on each side, knees are bent. We're going to lift up, and then we're going to push back. Lift up, push back. Okay? You want to give it a try? Your butt is floating, your belly button is up and in towards your spine. Move between those two shapes on your own, building as much heat as you'd like. Nicely go up. And we go back. Yeah. Up. Back. Yeah. Keep pulling your belly button to your spine, especially when you rock the hips back. Yeah, and you can let the head drop back if that feels okay on your neck to open the throat in the reverse tabletop. Beautiful. When you've had enough, let your butt come down. We've got about 20 more seconds to finish that minute. All right, next one, bring your butt down. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward and down. Capture what's accessible and let yourself just gently fold into that stretch. Inhale, extend your arms out long in front of you. Feel your core engage. Lift all the way back up. And then switch your legs. Now your right leg goes out. Your left foot comes in. Inhale your arms up overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, twist. Twisting to the left. Breathing in, sit tall. Breathing out, twist. Breathing in, crawl your left fingertips away from your hip. Set up your stargazer. Roll onto the right hip. Reach up and back. Exhale, hips down. Extend the arms overhead. Exhale, fold down over the right leg. Hold this first one a couple breaths. Inhale, lift up, arms overhead. Exhale, twist. Crawl the left hand away from the hip. Stargazer. You squeeze hips to the sky. Exhale, hips down, arms up, lift up and away from the mat. Exhale, reach out and over that leg. Pause here for a couple of breaths. All right, now we're going to take 3 rounds through building a little bit of heat. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, walk the fingertips away. Exhale, stargazer. Hips down, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, walk the hand out. Exhale, hips and heart to the sky. Hips down, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, curl, walk the hands away. Exhale, hips high. Hips down, arms up, breathe in. Exhale, fold and fold. Loop your heart towards your toes. Drag your hips back. Soften where you can. Inhale to come back to center. Let's go ahead and bring that both legs around to the front now. And we're going to take Costa Canasta one more time. So bring the soles of your feet back together. Take a little bit of movement again through the hips. We started working with some back bends, some hips. And now go ahead and take your right knee and bend it up so that the right knee is pointed towards the sky. The right foot is pointed exactly forward. And we're going to begin to just reach forward, almost like you're like prepping a dive. So we're here and we're reaching forward and back. Reaching forward and back. And just see how this feels in your body today, where there might be restriction. And now go ahead and bring your hands either down to the mat or down to your blocks. Stay anchored into your hips and start to lower your chest down, almost like you're going to tuck your right shoulder underneath your right knee. You might even loop that right arm underneath of the knee if that feels acceptable. Now inhale back to sit tall. Weave your fingers together, bring them around the front of that shin, and pull it in towards your chest. So we're hugging that knee in towards our chest. We're sitting really tall. But from here, take your left hand to the outside edge, pinky toe edge. Take your right hand down to your hip and start to kick that right foot out. Yeah. Prioritize sitting really tall. Now bend into your right knee and tuck it to the side so that your right shin is towards that long edge of your mat. Take your hands down and just teeter-totter a little bit on your feet here. And now look where your left knee is pointing and let your body kind of follow that line, walking yourself out and down, finding some length through the right side of the body. Yeah, you could use your blocks under your head, under your forearm, to soften down there for a couple of breaths. Inhale, start to walk back up towards center. Gaze straight ahead, bring your right foot back around. And now we're just going to switch that over to the other side. So left foot is in the front, right foot tucks. And we're going to walk our hands in front, or actually let's do a couple of these rocks first. Just rocking forward and back, seeing how that feels in the hips, in the low back. It might be different on the side. And then find where your fold is today. So hands come down. They might come to block, walk it forward. Work to add space to the low back of the hip. You might rock a little side to side. And then see if you can maybe start to walk your left arm under your left knee. From here, we'll come up to sit tall. Seated wind removing. Leave your fingers together. Pull your knee into your chest and sit nice and tall. Pull that knee in. Right hand grabs the pinky toe edge of that left foot. Left hand comes down, start to kick it out. Good. Pull your belly button to your spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. Sit tall. Maybe if you want to extend that left arm back, you could. Okay, replace the left hand down. Bend into your left knee. Tuck that leg behind you, 90-90 in the hip. Teeter-totter a little bit to make sure you're as even as you can be here. And then look at your right knee like that's an arrow. That's where our trajectory is going to go. We're going to start to come out and down over that knee. Take it to the depth that feels good to you. Inhale, start to walk your hands back in towards your knees. Knees back to the front. Bring both legs around to the front and grab a block if you have one, or a pillow or a book. Take that block between above your knee joint and squeeze your legs together. Take your hands to heart center. Press your hands together evenly. So it's even intensity. The chest fires up, the arms fire up. Start to lean back. Lift your heart up and twist. Side to side. Good. The legs never move. They're fixed right at the center. It's like there's a string around your collarbone pulling you up to the ceiling, moving so methodically, so slowly, in control. Feel the strength of your core. Keep the breath going. Just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Take the block out. Grab your knees, roll all the way down onto your back. Rock a little bit side to side. Once you're on your back, we're just going to take an easy supine twist for a couple of breaths. Arms to a T or goalpost. Let the knees go to the right. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out to allow the legs to fully land. Feel the weight of your bones. Inhale to draw your knees through center. Up and over to the other side as they gently fall. This time you anchor through the opposite shoulder blade. Your gaze might work its way that way. Inhale back to center. Take your hands around your hamstrings. Rock and roll the length of your mat, or if that's problematic on your low back or for any reason, just push yourself up to a seat. You may take a couple of rock and rolls otherwise and come up to a seat and then find your way into child's pose. Reestablish your Ujjayi breath here in child's pose. Draw your awareness back to the center of your belly, Manipura chakra. This is the seat of your inner fire. Agni is known as digestive fire in Ayurvedic, the sister science to yoga, but it's also our inner fire in terms of our drive. What makes us go? What motivates us to move through life, to our passion? Draw your awareness here to the center of your belly, and let's set our intention here for our practice. This is simply a direction for our awareness, our heart's truth that our mind is ready to meet in this present moment. It could be as simple as allowing yourself to be heart open, or maybe just allowing yourself to be present. These sound like simple things in theory, but they are so hard to practice in our modern world. So give yourself some grace around whatever it is you're directing your awareness to. We'll be moving into a cobra pose. We're going to do this slowly. Start to transition into a tabletop. Let your hips begin to drop as you pin your elbows into your sides and lower yourself all the way to your belly. We're coming all the way into a cobra today. So go all the way down to your belly. Legs are flat, reached out behind you. And now high cobra. Press into your hands, straighten your arms, roll open through your shoulders. Good. Exhale, soften all the way back down. Take your right ear to the mat and extend your right arm out to the side. Your right palm is going to face down towards the ground. Bend into your left knee and bring your left leg up and over towards the right edge of your mat, gently tapping those toes for little wing stretch. Yep, so left toes are going to go up and over. If you're not sure, yep, right arm straight out to the side. Okay, okay, no, okay, everybody look here, look here. Okay, right arm out, right ear down. Okay, right arm out from the right shoulder. Left knee is bent. And bring your left, bend into your left knee. And set your left foot down on the mat. Yes, perfect. Okay, the intention in this is to open through the chest on the right side, chest and shoulder. Also a twist through the thoracic and lumbar spine. Okay, so you can push down into your left hand, into the mat. That's going to help rotate you more open. Another option here is to bring your left arm behind your back to help open through the chest even more. All right, we're going to do this a couple of different times, but now just so you kind of feel this in your body and you know what's coming next. We're going to inhale now, push back to center and shift your weight all the way back to your extended child's pose. Press into both hands, knees go wide, hips towards heels. We take a deep breath in, open mouth, exhale, let's sigh it out. All right, reseal the lips. We'll move through again. Inhale, slowly slither yourself into your cobra. So you're coming forward and then all the way down onto your belly. All the way down. Yep. Legs extend, high cobra. Press into your toenails, straighten your arms, roll the shoulders open. Good. Exhale, slowly lower down. Left ear to your mat this time. Left ear. Left arm goes out. Bend into your right knee. Bring that up and over, little wing. Right foot comes towards the left, long edge of your mat. Yep, so just bring that, you got it. Yes, think opening up the chest, half bind. Left arm is just straight out to the side, resting on the ground. Right arm could be behind your back or right hand could be pushing into the mat. Beautiful. Okay, let's bring it back to center, belly down, hands under the shoulders. Press yourself back with your strong arms into your extended child's pose. Okay, that's the whole flow. We're going to take it just a little bit faster here. Breath in, breath out. Here we go. Breath in, slither yourself forward into your high cobra positioning, belly down. Press into your hands, open your heart, roll the shoulders up and back. Exhale, soften your body all the way down, right ear to the mat, right arm out, little wing. Bring the left foot over and just tap that big toe. Yep, and bring it right back. Yep, so it's just a tap. We're going to move through. Good job. Push into your hands. Bring yourself back to your extended child's pose. Knees wide, hips to heels. Take a breath in, a breath out. We go again. Inhale, slide yourself forward into your cobra. Expand to open up. High cobra, open the heart. Good. Exhale, soften down. Left ear to mat, left arm out. Right knee bends, bring it up and over, opening through the chest. Just tap the toe. Bring it back. Shift yourself back. Extended child's pose. Pause here. 3 breath cycles. Inhale, Shift forward to your tabletop. Once you find your tabletop, take a couple rounds of your cat and cows. Inhale to drop the belly, exhale to tuck and round. Come back into your tabletop. Draw belly button to spine. Spread your fingers out wide, really pressing into the pads of your fingers. Float your knees about an inch or two away from the mat. Imagine that you're suspending a watermelon between your inner thighs. Your core is working. Your inner thighs are working. You're creating stability. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, let it take the full exhale breath to straighten your legs. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Slowly exhale that breath. Hips go up and back. Bend your knees right and left, left and right. Head hangs heavy. Feel this shape in your body. Inhale, bend your knees. Keep the core strong as you look forward and mindfully travel to the top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, press your palms into your shins or thighs, lengthening your spine from front to back. Exhale, fold, deepen the stretch, bend deep into your knees, press your chest and belly against your thighs as you tilt your tailbone high and spread your butt cheeks in opposite directions. It sounds vulgar, but it really makes a difference. Now bend your knees a whole lot and start to roll up, articulating through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Good. Once you make it to the top, take your time rolling your shoulders up, down, and back a couple of times, adjusting anything you need to adjust, and then press actively into your feet. Allow your arms to hang at your sides when you feel ready. Palms will face forward. Press down into your feet, tuck your tailbone under, tilt your hip points up, slight tuck of your chin towards your throat. Just find this stillness in the body, the steadiness in the body. As you inhale Tadasana, circle sweep the arms up overhead, lightly touch the palms together, bring hands down to Samasthiti, heart center, lift your heart up into your thumbs. As you inhale, bend lightly into your knees, pressing into the right foot, open up your hips to the left and take a big step to your left. So we're gonna open up towards the outside edge of our mat, the long edge of our mat. Yeah. So your feet are facing all 10 toes towards the side of your mat. Now from here, take a look at that front foot and now pivot that foot so those toes are facing straight ahead. Extend your arms out to a T, triangle pose. Take an inhale, start to reach forward, forward, forward as far as you can. As you exhale, tick-tock your arms, opening your chest towards the long edge of the mat. You might choose to use a block here underneath of your bottom hand. I like a block on its highest setting under my bottom hand for support. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Good. Inhale to lift up into star pose, opening up towards that long edge of your mat. And now exhale into lateral lunge with a forward reach. Your arms are reaching forward. We're bending into our back knee. I'm at the back of my mat. Yep. Back of the mat, arms are out, core is strong. Inhale, arms come back up overhead. Exhale, warrior two, back to the front. Cartwheel your arms so that your right hand lands to the inside of your left foot and your left arm sweeps open. Easy twist towards the left edge of your mat. So the chest is turned towards the front leg. Yep, so your right hand is down, your left arm is up. Right hand down, left arm up. Good. All right. Exhale to bring your left hand down to the inside of the left foot. Square your hips and lower down to your back knee. Option to take your blocks here underneath of your hands. And if you have your blocks under your hands, you might rock forward and back a little bit. We're just getting into the hip here. Now you have an option. You can keep the hips forward and down and come down to your forearms. Or if you'd like to try on a low flying lunge, you could take your left arm again, like we worked in the beginning, kind of tuck it under the knee and work to extend arms out like wings. Otherwise, a more restorative version would be not restorative, but a little bit less intense version would be coming down, focusing on the mobility and the stretch. We'll be here for a few breaths, no matter the option you take. All right, let's start to work ourselves back to the positioning of hands under the shoulders at the top of your mat. Tuck your back toes under so that you lift off the back knee and just sweep the front foot back so that you're in a high plank. If your hands are on blocks, you might want to move them out of the way, or you can move through your high to low with them or skip it altogether. If you're coming through lower halfway, pinning the elbows into the side, inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Take 2 breath cycles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We go again. Inhale, look forward and mindfully walk your feet towards the top of your space. Find your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your core is strong. Feel that fire. Exhale, fold. Deepen the stretch. Root into your feet, circle sweep the arms. Tadasana, arms go up overhead, stand tall. Good. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Samasthiti, lift your heart into your thumbs. Good. We're going to open up now to the opposite side of the mat. So now stepping back with your right foot. We're opening up to that long edge of the mat. So whatever way you didn't face last time. Yep. And now look at your front foot towards the top of your mat and pivot those toes straight ahead towards the top edge. The left toes will stay facing the side. Open your arms out to a T. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Start to reach forward, forward, forward. And now tick-tock your arms. That's it. Opening your chest, imagine your wrists are being pulled. One up and one down. Now bring a little bend into your front knee, rise up to star pose, taking up space. Good. Exhale, lateral lunge. Sink into your back knee and reach your arms out in front of you. Pause here, feel the strength. Inhale up into star. Exhale, warrior 2, back to the front of the mat. So warrior 2, and I apologize, I messed up the left and the right on the left side. So this time, back arm is going to do a circle, and it's going to land to the inside of your front foot. The back arm is going to come up, and we're going to open our chest to the side of the mat that our front leg is at. Yes, awesome, you guys. Totally my fault. You guys nailed it when you got the right instructions. All right, exhale, release your right hand down to your left hand down to the inside of your left foot, and let's drop that back knee down as well. Here we are in our runner's lunge. You might make a little space for yourself by inching that front foot out to the side. Okay, now you might take your blocks underneath your hands as well. Let's take it forward and back, moving it around. And again, this is some time for you to just tend to your body, what's needed now. So you could come into stillness, maybe lowering down to the forearm. You could weave that right arm underneath and come into like a low flying lizard with the arms out to the side. All right, let's walk it back up to our hands in the next couple of breaths. And then tuck your back toes under. If your hands are on blocks, that's fine if they feel stable. Otherwise, take them to the ground and step your front foot back to find yourself into a high plank and then a downward facing dog. If you'd like a chaturanga, it's optional. Coming through, inhale for upward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Exhale for downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna go one more time to each side, just a little bit quicker breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, strong core. Exhale, forward fold, take it down. Inhale, mountain pose, root into your feet, reach up and over your head. Exhale, Samastita, hands to heart center. Inhale, step open to the left side, facing the left side of your mat, stepping back with your left foot. Arms to a T, align your feet. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, extended side angle, 4 straight limbs. Reach in opposite directions. Press into your feet, but in opposite directions. Inhale, lift up, star pose. Exhale, lateral lunge with a reach. Sink into your back hip, reach out in front of you. Inhale, lift up, strong star pose, take up space. Exhale, warrior 2, sink into your front knee. Cartwheel that back arm, so it's that big circular motion. Hand lands and we open up towards the side of our mat. Yes, awesome. Release the top arm down to the inside of your front foot. Lower your back knee down. Option to take it into that flying or bringing the elbows down, or you could do like a little push-up type motion up and down. Sometimes it's nice to find some depth and ease out. Just one more breath where we're at here. Taking it back to a high plank on an inhale. High plank pose, step your back foot back, lift the back knee. Exhale, downward facing dog, going right into the second side. Great work. Take a breath in, look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, long hamstrings. Inhale, rise, strong foundation, Tadasana. Exhale, Samastita, hands to heart. Inhale, big step back, open to the side of your mat. Pivot your front toes forward, arms and legs straight. Tick-tock forward. Arms and legs reaching in opposite directions. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, lift yourself up, star pose. Exhale, lateral lunge with a reach. Sink into your hips. Reach in front of you for what you want. Inhale, lift up, star pose. Take up space. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Circling that back arm around, circle, circle, circle. We swim the other arm up, opening our heart, opening our hips to the long edge of the mat. Exhale, top arm comes down to the inside of the front foot. We square our hips and chest and lower our back knee down. Okay, this is your space to move, shift, explore, and create. Next couple of breaths, bring it back towards center. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, step back, high plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. All right, we're moving into our peak postures. Now, if you have a strap, you might want to grab that. Just a reminder, all of these are optional. Take what you want, leave what you want. All right. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, mountain. Circle the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, Samastita, hands down to heart center. Inhale, step back with your left foot, opening to the long edge of your mat. Pivot your front toes forward, straight legs. Arms out to the sides, east and west. We start to reach forward and then tilt. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Pause here. Inhale, star pose. Lift up, turn towards the long edge of your mat, take up space. Exhale, lateral lunge to the back. Pause and hold. begin to reach the arms up overhead. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Come back to star. Inhale. Warrior 2 to the front. Bend into your front knee. Here we go with the circle arms. Circling the arms around left, or excuse me, that back arm's going to land and we'll open our chest to the side of the mat. Okay, top arm comes down. Here's where the add-ons begin. Let's lower down to the back knee. Now, if you have your strap or a towel handy and you would like to use that to move in towards a bind with me, you're welcome to try this. If you're like, that's not my jam, you can just hang out here in low flying dragon and just take some nice stretch for the hips. If you want to try to move into birds of paradise or the bind for birds of paradise, take your hands down and start to weave your right arm under this leg. So what we're looking for now is just like this wing thing. So we're coming here. Eventually with this hand, we want to start to work it back behind us, and then bring this other arm around for the bind. Okay. You guys do have those straps. If you take the strap into your front hand, it can help to bridge that gap. Okay, now if you're trying this bind, if you're in the middle of something, your process, keep going. But I'm going to show you one other thing that we can do to work on this. So release the bind if you have that. And now start to bring yourself back to seated. So we're going to come back to that seat that we had at the beginning of practice where that right foot was out in front and the left knee was bent. We're going to come back into tucking that right elbow underneath. And again, a strap is a great tool here. So tuck that under, and we're working our arms out in opposite directions. Okay. Once my arms are here, I want to turn my palms so they're back, and so I can start to bend. I want to bend this elbow so my palm is facing up, and this palm is facing up, and maybe I capture. If I capture here, and you can use your clothing, a towel, a strap, again, to bridge that gap, then sit your chest up. And then maybe you extend your leg. Okay? Transition is here. Then we go here. That's the full kit and caboodle. Okay? Yeah. So bound to expand. So I'm going to give you about a minute to work on that. If you have questions, you can unmute. But these are all like priming, prepping to work into that full expression of birds of paradise. Now we got a second side. So about a minute to work on this side, and then we'll do the other side. And the other side, I have much more luck with. So if you're finding this isn't your cup of tea here, it might be on the other side. About 30 more seconds or so to play with this. And there's no harm in using that strap. That really helped me get more range of motion because you can use that strap to inch your way closer towards connection with the hands and the fingers too. All right, so let's go ahead and just wrap up this side. Come back to a hero's pose. So take your blocks or just simply sit on your knees. And then rotate your wrists around in one direction, the other direction. And then weave your fingers together and take them behind your head and let the weight of your head just kind of push back into your hands to help expand through the chest. All right. And now bring the chin down. And a slight drag forward and down. So the skin of your scalp, you're almost getting like a little bit of traction through the back of the skull and your neck, cervical spine. Good. And then come to neutral, come to stand up onto your hips. Bring those arms around, hands to the back of the hips, and give yourself a nice supported camel, nice back bend. All right, hinge forward, hands down to the mat. We've got one more side to do before we start our surrender. So tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, full breath out. You've got this. Breathing in, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Sweep the arms up overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Good. Inhale, open up towards the right edge of your mat. Step your right foot back. Pivot the front toes forward, Trikonasana pose. Straight legs, straight arms. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, tick-tock your arms. Open your chest. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Take up space, press into your feet. Exhale, lateral lunge, reaching. Sink into your back knee. Reach the arms forward. Option to take the arms up overhead. Stay low in the hips. Inhale, star, reach up, take up space. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Bend into your front knee, strong posture. Circling the arms, bringing that back arm around to land. Top arm circles up as we open the chest to the long side of our mat. Exhale, top arm comes down to the inside of the front foot. You might wiggle that out to create just a little bit more space, and then come on down to your back knee. You might start to work the left arm underneath there, playing with that expanded arm and that bind. Dropping the chest down like we were doing on all those reaching postures, lowering the chest, extending through the spine. Yep. And then when you've had enough playing here and you want to try the seated one, tuck the right shin to the front. We'll bring it around. And then again, that lean forward. So it's like diving forward and then hook and out. And everybody's body is a little bit different. Some people have great success coming in from one shape versus another. And this isn't any sort of like deficit or this is good, this is bad. It's just our bodies are all built slightly differently. So different things work better into getting into these shapes. So just find what works for you. And there are some shapes that certain bodies aren't meant to do. I would probably never get into some of these postures that I look at people and be like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. But it's not all about the shapes either. And then once you find your expression, try to sit tall, keeping that integrity of the spine. You could extend the leg up. Just be curious. We'll go about 30 more seconds of play here. And then the full expression, again, like we did on the second side, would be from the birds of paradise into a bend and then reaching the back arm around and opening into extended big toe pose. So a bind into an extension. Yes. Yeah. It's a fun sequence to play with. And then eventually we'll do all of that on our feet, balancing on one foot. Or we'll work towards that. Okay, let's go ahead and let all of that go. You guys did a lot today. Awesome. Let's take a little bit of time for cool down and surrender now. So maybe grab a drink of water if you'd like. And then we're going to soften all the way down to our back. I do recommend that you have your blocks handy. So we're going to go ahead and take just one of our blocks. Let's hold this out in front of us and press your hands against the sides of your blocks. Just lift your chest up, root into your feet, and slowly start to lower yourself all the way down to your back. Once you arrive onto your back, just slide that block underneath of your sacrum. And we're going to come right into legs up the wall, our gentle inversion. So blocks going underneath the flat part at the end of the spine. Let your legs drift up. If that feels like extra work today to have the legs up, or it's not a posture that you're feeling like is restorative for you today, another great option here is broken bridge. So just keeping the feet grounded and letting your knees knock in towards one another. Begin to bend into your knees. Next couple rounds of breath, slowly returning the soles of the feet down to the mat. Lift your hips away from the blocks. And guide the knees back into your chest and find happy baby, reaching for the inside or outside edges of your feet. Direct your knees down along the sides of your body, or you could grab the back of the hamstrings, or even let your hands rest on top of your kneecaps. Find some connection, the back of the mat, or excuse me, your back to the mat. And then a gentle twist, arms out to a T. Allow the knees to fall to the right. If you find that it feels better in your body to start to lengthen or straighten the left leg, you could try that on, or just keep both knees bent. Bring your knees back through center. Pause for just a moment, maybe giving yourself a little rock side to side on your back, and then let them fall the other way. Let's give yourself another big breath in, really expanding top to bottom, side to side, front to back. And then fully exhale, surrendering into that twist. Draw your knees back towards center, and this time wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself the tightest squeeze you can imagine. And this isn't a squeeze to prove anything, to measure up to anything, or because you should. Think of this as a squeeze to show yourself love, to show yourself effort, to show yourself showing up for you. And then when it feels right, to let go and let yourself rest. Gently do that, allowing yourself to unfold onto the mat. Know that my voice will go quiet, but I'm still here holding the space for you to rest, to soak up all the benefits, and to allow yourself to simply be. Start by just noticing your breath as it travels from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Rock your head gently from side to side. And then open your eyes and slowly let your eyes scan what you can see, allowing your nervous system to reorient to the space around you, to gently reawaken you to the day in front of you and the possibility. And as you feel ready, you can roll to either side, pause there for just a moment. And then in your own time, you can press up to a comfortable seat. We'll draw hands to Anjali Mudra if that feels resonant for you. Let's take one more deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale together. Invitation to take your prayer up to the space between your eyebrows, your seat of intuition, your own best teacher, your inner guru and guide. Bowing forward to seal our practice in gratitude. Namaste. All right. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed that practice, and it was kind of sweaty, but also challenging and fun. And I hope you all have a great day.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Bye.
Enjoy Costa Rica.